John James Clark, British National Party, Local People First, 738. Clive Stanley Efford, Labour Party, 25,128. David Nicholas John Paul Matthews, Liberal Democrats, 1,457. Matt Hartley, the Conservative Party, 18,832. Hang on a minute, please let me finish. 150 ballot papers were rejected. I hereby declare that Clive Stanley Efford is duly elected the Member of Parliament for the Eltham constituency. Clive, would you like to come up, please?
Well, rumours of my demise were greatly exaggerated. Can I start by congratulating the returning officer and the staff on the most prompt return of the result that I've ever experienced in all my years. So congratulations, really heartfelt congratulations, and to all of you, and any of you who are veterans of the 2010 count, respect. We were all there. We should all have badges of honour for that. It's quite clear tonight that we've had a result that many people did not expect when this general election was called. The government, in their arrogance, thought that they could take the British people for granted. And they have found that there is only one set of people that run this country, and that is the British electorate. And they have given a resounding rejection of this Tory government and told them that it is the British people that speak for the British people, and no government can take them for granted. And that is the reason why we're seeing the results that we are seeing tonight, and the fact that the Conservative government has thrown away a majority in Parliament. Now, there are many points that I could make about this general election, many points that I could make about why this result has come about. But I think fundamentally it is about the determination of people in this country to have members of Parliament that respect their views and represent them in a way that they are entitled to expect. And when a government and when a Prime Minister tries to present herself as a local candidate, as the only person that is on the ballot paper, I almost expected to see Theresa May standing here tonight. I think people start to question whether their views are being taken seriously and whether they are being treated with the respect that they deserve. And that's why I think we've had this result tonight. But also I think it's because the Labour Party has actually put forward a truly radical set of policies in a manifesto that people really respected. And as this campaign went on, and I've had my differences with the leader of my party over the last couple of years, but I have to say that he has fought an extraordinarily good campaign. He has put decency at the heart of politics, but he has also stuck to his principles throughout this election, and I think people have respected it. And I've criticised him when I thought that criticism was fair, And I will praise him when I think that praise is due. And I think in the way that he has conducted this general election and the results that we are starting to see tonight, he deserves that respect. And I'm prepared to give it to him, and I'm prepared to accept that he has made an extraordinary contribution to politics in this country tonight. Now, I'd just like to say one or two thank yous. I'd like to say, as I've said, I'd like to thank the people who have organised tonight. I'd also like to pay one particular tribute to my family. Politicians go through a whole roller coaster of emotions and turmoils in their lives as a consequence of taking on this role as a public representative. And it is an enormous honour to be elected to be a Member of Parliament, but people often neglect the way it impacts on your families. And so I really do truly want to pay a heartfelt tribute to my family and what they go through. But also today has been a very humbling day for me to see so many Labour Party activists come out and work on my behalf. It really has been a truly emotional day for me, and I just hope all those people understand just how much I appreciate what they've done for me today, giving up their time, so many of them, to come out and work and help me to be returned as the Member of Parliament for Eltham. And I also want to pay respect to the people of Eltham. It is the most extraordinary role to play as your Member of Parliament. I am so honoured to do it. I love my constituency, as many people who know me will appreciate. And for you to come out and re-elect me again with such a resounding majority really is truly humbling, and I am so grateful to you. I also want to just pay very quickly respect to the Green Party who stood down in this election. I know there was no pact, and I know it was a local decision that they made, and they had selected their candidate and they stood down, and that was an extraordinary decision, and I just pay tribute to you for it. I respect you for it, and I will try to do everything I can to honour that decision that you made independently, to stand down to ensure that a Conservative who was pro-Brexit and who would probably not respect the issues that are protected by environmental measures that come from Europe, that I will do my best to honour that going forwards. But thank you for that. But at the same time, I have to mention, whilst the Greens made that decision, that UKIP standing down in favour of the Conservative Party in the way that they did just really does demonstrate why I think that I got the majority that I did in this election. People were not going to have someone represented them that I think was endorsed by the UKIP and the UK Independence Party. And I think that was a significant factor in this result. So finally, my pledges going forwards were set out in this general election. I will oppose the Tories' cuts if they form a government to our education service. I will oppose their plans locally to cut our train services, which is absolutely appalling. But I will continue, on this issue of Brexit, I will continue to ensure that what people voted for in the referendum last year is that Parliament is sovereign, and that overall, that Parliament will have a say over the negotiations over Brexit, and that they will have a say over the final outcome of Brexit. That's what I argued for during the debate over the Article 50 bill, and that, I think, is what people voted for in Eltham, because I set that out plainly during this campaign. If Brexit is what this election was about, then what the people of this country has said is that it is not prepared to give a blank cheque to the Conservative Party to negotiate on their behalf. They have voted to make Parliament sovereign. And those of us that stood on that platform to say that Parliament will be sovereign and that Parliament will hold them to account have been proven right. And I will take that message back into Parliament, and I will ensure that I play my role in making sure that we get the best deal we possibly can as we negotiate our exit from the European Union. So thank you, those of you who work for me today. Thank you to the people of Eltham who have re-elected me. I'm extraordinarily proud to be re-elected yet again, and thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed.